Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to May's Build-A-Page wrap-up. So I am thrilled. I got all 5 layouts done. This is going up on Sunday, so I got them all pretty much done within the time frame, you know, give or take a day. So if you recall, I had built some page kits with some of the Jen Hadfield collections that I had put together. And as I like doing, and I've done for the last couple of months, I bring my collection obsession in and always add a couple of page kits for that. And this month, my collection obsession, of course, is Vicki Boutin's print shop. And I did get 2 layouts done with the page kits that I had put together for that. Now, I'm not going to go through the leftovers with you here because I'm going to do my wrap-up, of course, for Collection Obsession, and then we'll look at all of the leftovers either from Build-A-Page or from the entire month of Collection Obsession, because I did get quite a few layouts done, which makes me happy, and I have a plan, a bit of an idea for what I want to do with all of these gorgeous leftovers and some of the loose sheets that I have in there. So I'm going to put this aside and we'll look at that when I do my Collection Obsession wrap-up. But here is the first layout that I did with the Vicki Boutin print shop. Now, the other thing, of course, that I did throughout the week was continue to play along with May I Scrap Lift You. All of us did, actually. We all did some scrap lifts, and I scrap lifted all of my Build-A-Page buddies and scrappy friends this week, which is quite fun. So this one was scrap lifting the lovely Sheila. Sheila plays along with us over on Instagram. And then this one, which is also, now, look at this. You see, if you look at the Vicki Boutin print shop collection, now these are vastly different in color, not in saturation, because everything that Vicki does has got a good depth of color and saturation, but these are vastly different in mood and feel, aren't they? I love them both. Now, this one I also did the ABC challenge that Christy and I are doing over in the Spending Freeze, Group Spending Freeze 2.0, and I chose iridescent. I've got some lovely iridescent sequins here from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and the sort of little bit of a feel or ethereal feel of tracing paper, which is a cross between, I guess, vellum and tissue paper. I love using it. My friend Helen was using it, and that decided me to buy some, and I really do enjoy it. So that was the iridescent. Then I have this one, which is, this was scrap lifting the lovely Jen from Kay's Mum, and using lots of stitching here because she uses some stitching. And this, in the end, if you recall, I decided to use the unexpected challenge. Now, by the way, all of these have videos of their own, so I won't go into too much detail, because you can go over there to each of the videos and see. But one of the reasons I decided to use the unexpected a bit is that I sort of have these 2 sides of embellishment, and they tend to be a little bit monochromatic, but completely different. And I'm not sure that I really did that on purpose. So that's sort of my unexpected. It's my story, my friends, and I'm sticking to it. So those are the 2 layouts that I did with my print shop page kits. Now we get into the page kits that I put together using the Jen Hatfield. Now, I had done a Let's Get Organized where I did all of my Jen Hatfield collections and got them all organized. And as I was doing that, I kept some papers aside for starting points. So I did get one page kit from that, and then I had made some specific page kits here as well, and we'll come back to these leftovers in a moment. This is the first layout that I did, and this was scrap lifting the lovely Chris from Kristen's Crafts here on YouTube. And now let me see what, oh, die cuts. This was die cuts that I used for the ABC challenge. So all of these die cuts, fussy cut die cuts, and die cuts that come from the Jen Hatfield collection. And I did lots of outlining here as Chris had done on her layout. I really do like this. And this die cut is kind of fun because this is, as I mentioned in the video, I sort of got up in the middle of the night to go to the little room, and I walked by, and I don't know, I mean, there weren't even any lights on, but for some reason, I think this was just staring at me out of my bowl, and I sort of just grabbed it at the middle of the night and popped it there, and in the morning, in the light of the morning, I thought, I'm leaving it there. It sort of ties in this lovely golden yellow color and the more corally colors, so I decided to leave it there, and it gives me one more die cut. There you go, and this one is scrap lifting the lovely Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. And look at all these tags, lots of outlining on this as well. I did quite a bit of outlining this month. I only did one layout that has stitching on it, but quite a bit with some outlining, and I really, really do enjoy outlining. You know, and I've said it many times before, and if you follow me, you know that I don't sort of like, particularly when I'm using white or whipped cream cardstock, I don't like naked edges. So I tend to do a lot of framing. I really do like framing my layouts, and I tend to do some outlining. Sometimes it's either or. In this case, it's both, and I really, really love that look at little so this is obviously a toddler Diego layout, and I am using the Alpha Challenge in the Spending Freeze group. And the reason I'm using the just, thickers as my Alpha Challenge, you're saying, that's kind of cheating, because you're quite right. That is not really what Christy had in mind when we were setting up the challenge. It was more, and her layout is absolutely gorgeous, using, alphas as part of your background and sort of puzzling them together, and unique and original ways of using alphas. But I decided to use them for me because multicolored alphas are quite a challenge for me, and I'm never quite sure how to use them, and I generally wind up hoarding them or leaving them in my stash and ignoring them. And I thought I would use that challenge to challenge myself to get these on a page, and I did, and I love it. So I am using the fact that I did something that is a little bit out of the ordinary for me with alphas for this challenge. And then, of course, scrap lifting the lovely Shannon from She's Crafty, my 5th page, using, again, a Jen Hatfield page. And this one, I guess, just sort of turns out to be the pattern paper. If you recall, I have the pattern paper brought in as a challenge as well. But then I felt that that was really just because there's pattern paper, obviously, on every single one of my layouts. So I had done a second random draw, which was a half and half design, which this is not. So we're just good. So this one is maybe just a little bit of, an easy way out. And I'm going to just use the pattern paper challenge, but I think I might try and redo this one over in the group and challenge myself a little bit more. So there you go, my friends. Those are my 5 layouts. I'm really thrilled that I got them all done. So let's see here. Quite a few scraps left. Let me just put all of these embellishments together so we have lots of smaller scraps. Now, I'm not sure I'm going to keep all of these smaller scraps. We'll have to see. So I have that, and then we have these papers. Oh, and there's our, I didn't get the layout of Jack done, so that will come back. So we have these. Oh, there's a nice chunk of that one that we can definitely use. So let's put all of that there. The embellishments I'm just going to keep together in, you know, with my Jen Hatfield. But let's see with all of these if there is anything that I can do now. Okay, so we still have these gorgeous blues. There's a little bit of this pink left, the coral. Not much of this. There's really only a little tiny piece of that left. And these are off-white, the navy, and a little bit of coral again. So I think I'm going to try and maybe put all of these in one pack. Now, let's see here to begin with. These are the blocks that I put together. So, all right, let's have a look, see here, and see maybe here what I could do. Oh, yes, that's true. I have 2 of these. So I'm thinking I might do something, let's say, with these 2, and then we could bring in all of these sort of corally bits, because there is a bit of black in that as well. There's another piece here. So I could still do something with that, don't you think? Now there is a large piece of this left over, but I think I'll keep it for something else. Now, let's see what else I have here that we might be able to use. No, I don't want to use that green in there. So I think we definitely could do something with these as sort of a starting point. And would I bring in a little bit of this peach? I think I might, because you see it is the same color as the flowers in this floral. Now, would I be better off, though, because these are flowers and would I be better off maybe with the hearts? Yeah, I might. I might be better off with the heart paper. What do you think? Do I have another piece of that here somewhere? Or is that it? That does seem to be it. All right, so let's sort of keep that together and see if there is something we can do with that, because as you know, June is 30 days of sketches, so I have a lot of fun stuff coming up as well. Okay, so there we go. Now, is there anything here that I can use? So I did not use this lovely blue, and I have blue, and I think we could use the green here as well. This I could use. I mean, the colors, the blue, the sort of green in here match, but I'm not sure if the pattern sort of clashes. I certainly couldn't do yeah, I couldn't do a large piece of this. This I would need, you know what? I might be able to use this with. Aha, there we go. How about we do that? Yes. I think these would be nice together. And I'll just bring a little piece of that over here. And see, now these are just little starting points, but I think these are things that I want to maybe keep together and sort of go to for some little starting points for next month with these leftovers. So let's do these together. Let's do these together. Now here, do I want to bring in, no. Now you see the thing is though, I like this better, don't I? Yes, I do. I definitely like that better. So we're going to put this back here and we'll try and find something to go with that. I do like these together. Maybe bring in a little bit of that blue here, the sort of darker blue, just that little tiny piece that I have left, and put that there. So that gives us another little starting point. Okay, so let's there it is. My God, I always have trouble finding this when I'm on camera. So let's already put these in here as sort of some starting points. And let's see if there's anything else that we can bring in with what we had here. All right. So now these I think could be, oh, there's another little blue that I'm going to pop in with this over here. Let's pop that little blue in there. All right. So now I think these definitely can go together. Now you see this, I don't think I'm going, well, let's see. These little ones, I'm not sure what I will do with these little things. These are tiny, tiny little scraps. So we'll just have to see. Now, bring this together with this and this. That will give us another, and this could be a fun monochromatic, and I might bring in maybe just some sort of silver with that. What do you think? That might be fun. I think that could be another starting point. This I'm not so sure. This I need to find a background paper. These together I need to find something extra to go with that, something with that, and something with that. So these, my friends, I am going to leave out, and we'll see whether we can't add to these for some starting points for June. And I will put that there, and I'm going to keep this on my desk, and I'm going to go see if I can find other little bits and pieces to go along with that. And maybe I'll come back with you when I'm sort of telling you about my plans for June and see if I can give you some more of this rather than putting it back in my stash. So let's see. So there you go, my friends. 5 layouts. We all were able to play along this month. So Chris from Kristen's Craft, whose brainchild this whole Build-A-Page series is. Christy, of course, from Christy's Beautiful Life. Shannon from She's Crafty. Jen from Kay's Mom. All here, and myself here on YouTube. And then Sheila from Scotian_scrapbooker over on Instagram. So there you go, my friends. Thanks so, so much. Now, if there are some collections or ideas, or if you want to issue us an additional challenge for June. Now, June, of course, is Build-A-Page. So, 30 days of sketches. So, evidently, what I will be doing for Build-A-Page in June will definitely be playing along with the sketches. But you see, this month we played along with May I Scrap Lift You, and I added in the ABC challenge that Christy and I are doing over in the Freeze Gang 2.0. In April, we had a bingo board. So if you have any ideas of something that could be fun to add. Oh, and this month, that was fun. Christy chose a shape. She chose circles. And all of her scrap lifts, she found layouts that had circular elements, and she used circles as an additional challenge throughout this month. That was a lot of fun. I really, really, really enjoyed that. So that's maybe an idea as well. So if you have any challenge that you would like to issue, me or us, leave them down below. And I will be back very, very soon, my friends. Bye for now.